All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Wherever you are joining us from today, you're highly welcome to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform. Yes, and this wonderful Sunday, welcome you to Let's Talk TV, your Ogbonge Confirmento YouTube channel, where they give you the back-to-back news and informate as it hot, as it happen for Biafran territory. Yes, my people, straight to the issue and straight to the wonderful live broadcast where I carry come for you of the one and only Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Yes, Prime Minister Simon and Joko Ekpa. Don't give another update where all Biafrans got listened to as it is hot. Yes, you guys know waiting they happen for Biafran territory. Make you know as you go take organize yourself because we don't enter controversial period. Yes, we are in the in die minute, in injury time, as the case may be. Die minute or injury time. It is either they give us Biafra or nothing. That is the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the word of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. That is the word of those who truly love Biafra. And that is the spirit that we are using to move at this critical time. On that note, now there is an issue that the Prime Minister is addressing here. And that is the issue that is still, what we are seeing currently. The governors working hand in hand with the Nigerian government to terrorize the people. The government working hand in hand with the Nigerian government. That is the governors in Biafran land. We are focused on the governors in Biafran land and how they are doing everything possible to make sure that they bring down the Biafran struggle. But let me tell you the funniest thing you should know at this point in time. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has a very important message for them. Governor of Enugu State, Dave Umahi, governor of Ebonyi State, the former governor of Ebonyi State, the current governor of Ebonyi State, the only governor now that I can say he is doing well, he hasn't shown himself, is OT. OT is just concentrating. OT is working like a man who has a backyard plan at the back of his mind. Look at the way he's working. Look at the way he's rushing to make Aba a better place. Remember that when Biafra come, Aba is the place that we have actually seen to be the next China. I don't know if you understand. So apart from Alex Oti and one or two governors, the reality is that all these governors will collect votuporiously, just as the leader we always say. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa don't drop another confirmento banger wey be say all of una guys listening to.
Service volunteer, community generalist advisor to provide free information, support, and advice to the public, such as immigration, debt, consumer issues, housing, education, and employment, explaining benefit rules and who can claim, checking client are claiming all the benefit. They can helping people fill in form to apply for benefit, tax or pension, credit helping client get ready for appeal, taking the place of client at appeal tribunal, linking with the benefit agencies and other for the good of client, letting client know who else can help managing your own work, keeping confidential record, keeping update with relevant laws and welfare reform. I stop here. I am not impressed. Right. So I have just presented to you the profile of of the new leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, where the leadership, the ex or former leadership, of course, they are not leading me and you, okay? But let me refresh. Somebody say I should. Somebody say I should stop the joke. So you have, if there is anything that you know you have that I have not presented, you can you can bring it and make it forward. So here is the new leader of IPOB. Now, those who appointed her to this position, you can now, those who still want to talk with them, you can now go and and engage engage them. Not me, because I don't even, that for me they are not existing. Okay, they are not existing. So they say they are not existing. Okay, so don't. So now you know that anybody. And do you know what they did? Do you know what they did? They say that what I showed you yesterday was a scam. That some people, I know some people they even put my name. Okay, they even put my name in one of the things that we are sharing. One of the Photoshop. They Photoshop those things and they were sharing it. So I think the best thing is that before we go into the next episode of this broadcast, we are going to go live on this particular uh, website, so that you will see how it will be opening. Okay. You see, this is the problem of some of you. Somebody say, according to company house, Onyendu, according to company house, Onyendu is still as a director. If I abuse you now, they will say I have started abusing people. Okay, that's why I asked you to go and listen to the broadcast and watch it yesterday. But I'm going to do something here. Okay, I'm going to do something here. So just watch and see. Now, when they tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still remain when they tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still remain as director, okay? First of all, this is Radio Biafra, right? This is Radio Biafra. I will refresh. Moment. Now, this is the indigenous people of Biafra. This is IPOB worldwide, okay? This is IPOB worldwide. Do you see it? This is live now. I'm browsing live now. It's not a screenshot or copy and paste. I am browsing live. This is IPOB. This is gov.uk. Okay? Now, we go to a moment. go to I don't need to show picture, of course. I have pictures and all that. Now this is a live, okay? If you now click history here, this history, it will show you filing history, okay? You go to history. So if you go to history, you are going to see that on January 31st January 2022, they filed a document, okay? 31st January, there is an appointment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a director on the 28th of January. Now, when you open this particular director now, it is going to give you a different directorship. It gives you a corporate director or corporate, I think, corporation or corporate director. This is appointment on the 31st of January. If you go to this place, 19th of January, it will give you appointment of Radio Biafra Limited as a director on the 17th of. So, and this thing I'm showing you now is the document I showed you yesterday, the document itself. Okay? When you click this one, it shows you another, you open another document up till 31st December. Okay? Up to 31st December. From here now, up. From this place up was a new application from December last year. So from December last year, they started cooking this thing that you see smelling today. From December 2021, they filed application 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They filed 9 different applications. And those applications are the ones I showed you yesterday. Okay? Now, this is not why we are here. So let us go to, this is indigenous people of Biafra. Okay? This is the indigenous people of Biafra. Now, let us go to the people that manage these indigenous people of Biafra. Okay? If you click people, it will show you officers that manage the indigenous people of Biafra. The first person that managed indigenous people of Biafra is Sophia Kalu. The first person, Sophia Kalu. In this place, she is the secretary. The second person that managed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is Sophia Kalu. She is the first person. She is the second person. As a secretary and as a director. This is live. I am not giving you a screenshot. Okay? So she is the first in the list. She is the second in the list. And then come to the third of the list is the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here as a director. But let me tell you, the difference between this director here and this director there and this secretary there is that this is a corporate director. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's position is a corporate director. Where are you going to see that particular corporate director? The information is not here. So you are going to see the details of the appointment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the position in the application, in the PDF application. You cannot see it here. In the PDF application, that is where they describe his own role in this IPOB now. So already the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in number 3 here. Now it didn't end there. If you go down, you will find out that Mazi, in addition to this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this Sophia, another director of this IPOB is the IPOB Worldwide Limited. So, and what this is telling you is that you have already 3 directors now. The main director is Sophia Kalu, which is the main director. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a corporate director. The IPOB Worldwide is a corporate director. Now, what another director now in this IPOB is the Radio Biafra. So you see, there are 4 directors. 4 directors now. And the 2 individual directors, 2 public director, 2 entity director. Now, what makes the difference here is that, and you can see, this is a resign, they resign, and all that. What makes it different here in law, in company law, in company or corporation law, what makes the difference here is that if there is any dispute, if there is any issue, of course, you never can tell. The entity here, this Radio Biafra here, have a specific right to the indigenous people of Biafra. And you don't know how many people that are signatory to the Radio Biafra, which is the indigenous people of Biafra. You go forward, you will see the IPOB Worldwide Limited. Now, this is a limited liability company. You don't know how many people that are signatory to this. So let us click on it. So if you click the IPOB Worldwide, who is the director, the indigenous people of Biafra? Did you see that? One director, indigenous people of Biafra. Now, let us go back to the indigenous people of Biafra and go to the people. So you see, and when you click, for example, the Radio Biafra, let us see. If you click the Radio Biafra, who is the director of Radio Biafra? The indigenous people of Biafra is the director. No other director. Okay? And go back again to the indigenous people of Biafra. You go to people. And let us click it here. It comes as secretary. If you click Sophia, it comes as secretary. If you go back again and go to people, you click Sophia again, it comes as a director. And occupation is company director and secretary. Here. You click again, the indigenous people of Biafra, and you go to people, and you click Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It gives you a director and media consultant. And when you look at this media consultant, the occupation is not a director. Do you understand? The occupation is a consultant. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a consultant here. He is not a director. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu position is a consultant. But if you go back to let us go back here. If you go back here, you go to people, you click Sophia Kalu, you are going to see the occupation of Sophia here is company director. Specifically stated, company director. So what else are you talking about? Occupation of Sophia here said company director. Why the occupation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is media consultant? Of course, it can even be like that all the time. But let me now show you what have changed. Okay? Let us go there. Now, here is the and of course, some of them, believe me, some of them may not know, but I don't think they don't know. Okay, so now here is the when you open the file, you will find out that in this file now, here is the appointment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as corporate director. The difference between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu director and Sophia Kanu director is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu own has corporate appointment of corporate director. Somebody say Anonymous has killed the struggle of our freedom, if not for Mazi Simon Ekpa. That's who they are using now, but you know we have finished them. Those following and listening to those scammers are not okay. So let me tell you, the only hope we have now is to make sure that we fund ESN. Okay? Believe me. Our freedom don't need all this nonsense, all these criminals. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they tell you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done his job, my brother, he has done his job. I am telling you. When they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done his job, he has done his job. And that his job he has done is what we have to protect. You see that Eastern Security Network? Do you see that ESN? The ESN must be funded. I mean funded. We must provide everything they need to protect our land. That is all we need to do now. We don't need to pay attention to all this nonsense. We don't need to listen to stupid and criminal people. We don't need to listen to those people. The only thing, our priority now is to expose Nigerian government and fund ESN. And the ESN fund will come everything from Umahi account. And let me tell you, anybody that is not ready to pay money to Umahi account, we don't need your money. I am telling you. If you cannot pay, if you cannot support the ESN in Umahi account, we can't. You are not one of us, because some money are evil. When our leader was here, he told us that he don't need we need money, but we don't need all money. I am telling you, because it is more spiritual. There are people that when they put their money into your thing, every problem will be coming from here and there. So who even knows if? Because I have been thinking about this. Since we have been raising funds on our own for Eastern Security Network, a lot have changed. So maybe we don't actually need money from some people. And anybody that cannot put money in ESN I will not be part of it. So before you do anything, you must be assure me that the money goes to the Umahi account. Very, very important. Because we can't go against what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Because everything that he said is a spiritual. We must do everything to make sure that any fundraising is directly to Umahi account. If somebody say he cannot pay to Umahi account, that is good for him. So he can use the money and pay his money, that put it in his pocket, or send the money to whoever he wants. But that cannot go to the ESN that we know. So it must be very clear. Everybody must put pride aside. You must put your differences aside. If you really want Biafra to come, the only business we have now is to fund Umahi, to make sure that Umahi account is smoking. Your monthly dues goes there, everything goes there. And if our legal team don't have money again, that they don't have money, they can come. And we will begin to support, because we can't leave our people to die. So if the money is not there, we begin to raise money, because freedom is not cheap. Freedom comes with price, and the price we are going to pay. Some of the price is that I will crack my brain, I will research, I will receive information, receive intel, everything, process it, put it together and present it to you so that you will understand better. It is part of it. So exposing the Nigerian government is what I am after now, not all this thing. But when it becomes imperative, I come out like this to put the record straight, because every video I'm making is going to be on the internet for a very long time. Now we are going to the governor of Ebonyi State. The governor of Ebonyi State, the former governor or the ex-governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, like you all watched the video I played in the past before I start this program. He said he is the Hitler. He is the Hitler. We warned him. He didn't listen. Today, they sit at home, they are fighting it. They are gathering the people, the clergymen, they gather all of them. They started fighting. They sit at home. They say sit at home must stop and all that. So we are going to address Umahi, and the time for Umahi is now.
the first place, there is no constitutional provision for any hatchet man to remove a governor.
There is no constitutional provision. Umahi is now, he know better than the Nigeria Bar Association, he know better than the Nigeria Judiciary, and what he says is that the court have no constitutional right to make judgment. Although he has come to apologize, which to show you he already lost the battle.
There are three ways whereby a governor can vacate his seat. It's either by death, resignation, or impeachment by the House of Assembly. There is no any other constitutional provision that empowers a hatchet man to turn the Constitution and the law upside down. I've listened to the judgment of IPOB, and it's very obvious that he was on a mission. He was making all efforts to upturn the rulings of the Supreme Court and appeal courts on issues like this. We have had the rumors before now that he was determined to give judgment against all known laws and the Constitution, first to embarrass APC, two to embarrass the federal government.
All of a sudden, the judiciary have become hatchet men. Call them hatchet men.
For me, I do not feel worried, but I feel so sorry for the judiciary. The executives may have problems, the legislature may have problems, but the moment justice could be purchased, then we're in trouble in this country. And
did he hear him? He said, if justice is going to be purchased, then we have problem in this country. What Umahi is telling you now is that now he is going to pump money into the appeal. Okay? He's going to pump money into the appeal. So anybody that is coming to collect money, we will expose you. You want to pump money. He said, if justice can be purchased in this country, then which means he is now going to appeal to purchase the judgment. We are going to see how that will turn out. Dead on arrival. He said it. He said that the judiciary can be purchased, that judgment can be purchased. Now listen to him.
The moment justice could be purchased.
You see, the moment justice could be purchased. So I hope he is not going to appeal, trying to purchase the justice.
Then we are in trouble in this country. And the ruling this afternoon is a clear evidence that this country is in trouble.
Okay, so the ruling this afternoon is a clear evidence that this country is in trouble. And the country will only not be in trouble if the judgment favors him.
And let me tell you that this same judge has over 10 cases against the Ebonyi State government.
Okay. Okay.
And you can imagine what is going to rule.
No, we are only imagining what you did. We are only imagining what you did in Ebonyi State, that a judge will have so many cases against Ebonyi State. That is the question we should be asking. What did you do that a judge will have so many cases against you?
Him to NJC, and we will follow it up at all costs to ensure that this man is brought to justice. I want you to disregard the judgment.
Okay.
It is null and void. There is a substitute judgment in Biafra State.
Okay.
And there is also a judgment in Ebonyi State. So we've chosen the one to obey. We will not obey his ruling. We will obey the ruling of a competent court of equal level that says you cannot sue a government. The sections of the Constitution are very clear. No civil or criminal proceedings to be brought against the sitting government. This is not a pre-election matter. This is not a tribunal matter.
Are you hearing it? That a sitting governor, no criminal district should be brought against. Did you see where the man is committing the crime? Did you see why he is killing our people? Because he think he cannot be tried as a governor. He said nobody have tried the governor. His own case if nobody have tried the governor before, he will be the first governor that they are going to try. Okay? The other time he said, is it because they want to contest for president? That is why they want to kill him. And then after making this stupid comment, he came back to apologize. That apology will not hold water. So, and I hope that they make the appeal court make this thing sharp because there is no time to waste.
And so he has murdered justice in this country, and he will be remembered as a generation for this jungle justice.
You can imagine, Nigeria court give a verdict, a governor under oath of Nigeria Constitution is calling the judgment of a competent court in Nigeria jungle justice. If Umahi called this jungle justice, what are you going to call the people Umahi are killing? The people Umahi killed with the Bubago, what are we going to call that kind of justice? Because if the verdict is a jungle one, I don't know what we are going to call the people he used the Bubago to kill, or the one that Ikwo local government chairman use is it Ikwo or Afikpo, use the gun to shoot them down. We don't know. We don't know. Imo own is Inketa justice now. If this one is a jungle one, I don't know which one is Inketa justice. Table don't turn. All of them now remember is a jungle justice. Nigeria is a jungle. You can imagine. Even the governors cry. Finally, we use you and dump you.
Which has nothing, no leg to stand. I'm still the governor of the Boy State, and he has no powers to remove me. But let me say to the nation that there is a need to look at the integrity of our judiciary. Because if the judiciary begins to rule against constitutional matters that are well laid down, then the citizens of this country may decide not to obey such, jungle justice. This is very important. He thought he has embarrassed me, but he has not, because I already have, a judgment in my favor, and he has no powers to remove this me that was brought by the hands of God.
Hands of God brought you. Okay, I thought you have a election. I didn't know that God chooses people. I don't know that. I think it is by voting anyway.
I want you to relax, and I just finished my discussion with Asu, and my office is wasting his bloody time.
Okay.
And I believe strongly that he was influenced. And we have no confidence in all the cases of the state government that is handling.
Okay.
And we are asking the chief judge of the Federal High Court to transfer all the cases from.
Are you hearing the order? He is already passing judgment. He's already passing judgment. You see, so Umahi is the one to choose judge for his own case. Umahi is. You can imagine the arrogant, you can imagine the stupid, the idiotic man. Umahi is the one now who want to choose judge. This judge is not good. He can't handle my case. That judge is not good. He can't handle. He's biased. He can't handle my case. Transfer this case to another judge. Can you imagine? Because he think he own Nigeria. Fulani he think that Fulani is for, he want to change the judge. And any day we hear that the cases in this particular judge have changed, we will make it rain on them too. How can he be sitting for this reason? Every case against this man, you can imagine when you are choosing judge in your own case. What do you call that? Corruption, stupidity, nomadic lifestyle. This power is drunk, they're making them drunk, and this, you don't know how bad this man is. You don't know. Moranka appear on because the spirit of Biafra is with this. So he just started. He want to choose judge for his own case. And let me know whether the Nigeria Bar Association and all of them will allow that to happen. He want to choose a judge for his own case.
And we are asking the chief judge of the Federal High Court to transfer all the cases unless himself has interest against the Ebonyi State government and against the federal government.
Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? He's already accusing the chief judge. He's already accusing the judge. He said, if you do not transfer these cases, I am indicting you that you already have interest against Ebonyi State. Is a direct indictment. So he already accused, now he's accusing everybody. He said, if you do not transfer this case out of this man, you yourself have interest. So Umahi now believes that judges and judiciary cannot be trusted. They are not real. They have interest over Ebonyi State. And if they did not transfer this case to a judge that he, Umahi, like, it means that the chief judge have compromised and they have interest. It's a direct telling you that Nigeria does not exist. Nigeria does not exist when they expel you with court order. That is what these politicians are doing. Any day they feel that Nigeria court reject them, do you know what they do? They come to tell you Nigeria does not exist. What Umahi is doing now is a complete example that Nigeria does not exist. It doesn't exist. Because if he believes that Nigeria as an entity exists, and that Nigeria is a sovereign state with judiciary, executive arm of God, if he believes